Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking something absolutely massive, the dual edges of rapid AI advancement. Two major developments just dropped that perfectly capture, honestly, the extreme highs and the terrifying lows of artificial intelligence right now. We're going to break it all down step by step, so you can see exactly what's happening behind the scenes of our digital world.
Okay, let's dive into this. Is AI evolving too fast? I mean, it's the question on everyone's mind, right? And it perfectly frames the inherent tension we're seeing in the tech industry today. On one hand, we've got these alarming threats evolving literally by the hour, raising huge red flags about our security. But then, on the very same day, in the exact same industry, we're seeing unprecedented promises of efficiency and innovation that could, quite frankly, change how computing works from the ground up. It's a massive tug of war, and we're going to look at both sides of that rope today.
All right, moving into Section 1, AI's double-edged sword, threat versus promise.
We're anchoring our explainer today around two specific major developments that were just reported. First, the reality of AI being weaponized specifically for hacking, and second, a foundational breakthrough that solves a massive computing bottleneck in AI development. Now, these aren't just random stories. They're two sides of the exact same coin. So we're going to start with the dark side, how AI is being used by malicious actors, and then we'll pivot over to the bright side, looking at a breakthrough that promises to make AI way faster, cheaper, and way more accessible.
Which brings us to Section 2, the AI hacking threat, a pressing security flaw.
I'm going to lower my tone here for a second because the urgency of this, well, it really can't be overstated. For years, security experts have warned us that AI could be weaponized at some point in the distant future. Well, you guys, the future is officially here. Google security researchers just revealed something pretty alarming. Criminal hackers are currently, as in right this very second, leveraging artificial intelligence to find software vulnerabilities. So this isn't some theoretical scenario cooked up for sci-fi movie. This is a real, active threat documented by some of the absolute top security experts in the world over at Google.
Now, historically, hacking takes massive amounts of time and deep human expertise. A hacker has to manually comb through systems just to find a tiny way in. And this brilliantly illustrates how AI-powered hacking completely flips that paradigm. It is automated at an insane scale. A single AI model can analyze millions of lines of code in mere minutes. It spots these incredibly complex patterns and vulnerabilities that human eyes would almost certainly miss, and it's doing it almost instantly.
To really grasp this terrifying speed, let's break down the exact workflow attackers are using with these models. It's a simple, ruthlessly efficient three-step process. Step 1, the AI scans massive repositories of code. Step 2, it identifies weak points, those little structural inconsistencies in the programming. And Step 3, it hones in and finds the exploitable flaws that actually allow the hackers to breach the system. By automating this entire pipeline, what used to take a team of elite hackers literally months can now be executed by an algorithm while the criminal makes a cup of coffee. It makes the abstract concept of hacking terrifyingly concrete and scalable.
But there is a silver lining to this terrifying new reality. It proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that AI-powered defense is absolutely critical. It strongly incentivizes tech companies to pour major investment into AI security tools that can intelligently detect these automated threats. So, we're officially in an arms race. Hackers build better AI to attack, companies build better AI to defend. And frankly, this wake-up call is significantly accelerating cybersecurity innovation across the board. But hey, just a friendly reminder from me to you, it's probably time to finally turn on that multi-factor authentication you've been ignoring for months.
All right, let's take a collective breath and shift to Section 3, Interphase, a new architecture.
So shifting gears to some genuinely exciting news. Interphase. This is an incredibly optimistic engineering breakthrough that usually flies way under the radar, but it's fundamentally changing how these systems are actually built. Interphase is a brand new model architecture specifically designed for high accuracy at massive scale. Think of it like fundamentally redesigning the engine block of the AI. Instead of just trying to cram a bigger engine into the car, a team of developers completely redesigned how the engine itself works from the ground up to be far more efficient and powerful. You see, the old problem in AI development is that bigger models generally perform much better, but they become exponentially harder to train and deploy. They demand massive computing resources, actual mountains of expensive chips, and huge training times. Well, the Interphase solution bypasses this bottleneck entirely. By rethinking that fundamental blueprint, this new architecture achieves better performance with significantly reduced computational overhead. It essentially gives developers way more brain power for a mere fraction of the digital calories.
And that brings us to Section 4, democratizing the AI future, accessible innovation. So the crucial point is,
Why does a deep tech architectural change like interface actually matter to you, me, or the broader economy? Well, it's all about the real-world impact. Better model architecture directly translates into highly efficient real-world systems. We're talking about faster inference, which just means the AI answers you a lot quicker. We're talking about dramatically lower energy consumption, which is a massive win given just how power-hungry AI data centers are right now. But most importantly, it drastically lowers the barrier to entry. It effectively eliminates the need for independent researchers and smaller companies to drop millions of dollars on specialized GPU hardware just to get to play in the AI sandbox.
There's a quote directly from our source material today that I think is just incredibly empowering. It says, "This democratizes advanced AI development." Because of breakthroughs like interface, building powerful, world-changing AI systems is no longer restricted to just 3 or 4 mega corporations with endless budgets. It's actually making this technology accessible to a far wider range of brilliant minds, startups, and researchers across the entire globe.
And that really brings us full circle. As AI democratizes, who wins the arms race? On one hand, breakthroughs like interface mean good actors, cybersecurity teams, and independent developers have unprecedented access to build incredible, defensive, helpful tools. But on the other hand, it also means those automated AI hackers we talked about earlier have cheaper, faster access to the exact same powerful technology. The technology itself is entirely neutral, right? It's just a tool. It's the ultimate double-edged sword of our generation. The race is officially on, the tools are cheaper than ever, and what happens next is entirely up to all of us. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll see you next time.